Hi guys, welcome back or welcome to the Trades and Traits Challenge for Sims 4. I'm Missy, also known as the Beater of Beads on some different platforms. This challenge we are experiencing basically all 71 careers currently available in Sims 4 and all 76 traits available in Sims 4. And basically, it's the end of June 2025. Enchanted by Nature is about to come out in a few weeks, where I know that there's going to be at least 3 more traits added. And I have no idea if there's going to be a new career or not. So these numbers are definitely due to change. It's going to take me a year and a half to do this series, I'm imagining, maybe more. So I'm sure there will be new trades to add to this. In the meantime, this in a way is episode 1 because we are starting from scratch. The past 4 episodes I've already had the person created just because I didn't think about doing this until episode 4. So here we are. This is episode 5. We have yet to create the person. This is going to be 3 people living here, and they're all going to be mermaids. So let's go create the household.
Ulak Barbahoy. Huh.
We just do one at a time. So this is going to be the first person. She's a merfolk. Actually, I want her to be a him. Let's change that here. All right, here he is. We're not going to mess around with him at all. The plan is for him to be a marine biologist. So we're going to randomize the traits and just make sure we haven't used any of these before, and we have not. So he is socially awkward, he is chased by death, and he's proper. So perfect. We're going to pick an aspiration. I learned in episode 4 that I should always start off with the knowledge, especially if I should say specifically if they're going to college. So I want the academic, because once they finish the aspirations in that particular challenge, then they become a quicker learner. All skills are much easier to attain. So Zara, episode 4, man, it just took forever to do charisma and writing. So I learned by her to, if they're going to college, give them this aspiration. It's a little tough while they're going through college, but it's so worth it in the end. So because he's going to be a marine biologist, what we're going to do is we're going to randomize preferences, but we're going to be a little specific so that he actually can become a marine biologist. Marine biologists like fitness and logic, and they need to be good at gardening. So all of those things we're going to say he likes, as also wellness and veterinarian for some reason. So those things we're going to automatically say he likes. Otherwise, he's already got his stuff in here that he likes. So it doesn't like cooking. Great. I hate starting off with that, but that's just the way it is. He doesn't like comedy. All right. And something else he liked in here. Oh, he likes thanatology. All right. Well, that works. So because we are doing marine biologists, we are also going to make him like, I don't care about fishing, but he has to like gardening. He has to like wellness. He doesn't necessarily have to like fitness. And then the knitting, he can figure those things out on his own. Research and debate helps because of the fact that it's involved with the academic. So we're going to go ahead and make him like research and debate. And then, is there anything else on this page he needs to like? Wellness, but I think, yep, there it is right there. Okay. And then what else have they given him here? Okay, he likes, I should have just read it from there. He likes red. Perfect. He doesn't like green, orange, and yellow. He likes conversation topics. He dislikes, he likes compliments, excuse me. He dislikes deception. Decor, this is what I like. Storybook decor. Okay, well, that works when you're a mermaid. He dislikes contemporary. For fashion, he likes polished, which makes sense because he's proper. He does not like country or rocker, which also makes sense because he's proper. And then he likes these people right here. Family motivated Sims, funny Sims, which is funny because he doesn't like comedy, but that's fine. He likes homebody Sims and pessimistic Sims. And then as far as music, he likes alternative and he dislikes classical, which is interesting for a proper person. But there we go. There is our merman, and his name is going to be Brady Bower. And default walk style. Should we give him the default walk style? What's the perky? Yeah, perky's good. Snooty. No. Yeah. Well, snooty might work because of that. Being proper. Swagger's not there. Yeah. We'll create another feminine male another time. Not now. Tough walk. Goofy. Sluggish. Bouncy. Huh? All right, let's give him the snooty walk since he's no. We're just gonna give him default. All right, there we go. Okay, this is our guy. I don't want to pick a cause of death. That's just kind of how it is. So here we go. Meet Brady Bower, guys. Oh, what's he look like as a mermaid? He's all right looking as a mermaid. All right. Okay, well, now that we know his likes and styles, I am going to work on creating his outfit. I won't bore you guys with that part. And then we will start his lot. Okay, you guys, here is Brady Bower, and here is his lot. And there's already a great headstone here. So, I'm not sure what to do about that just yet, but he bought this lot for $2,000. You start with 20 grand. So we have 18 grand to play with on this lot. He is a merman. So we're going to have to, I would like to give him a pool. So I'm going to work on starting off his first house and we'll check back in once I've completed that. Hey, here is Brady Bower's little place. Nothing here is permanent. Just keep that in mind. We've got a pool and we've got some swampy area. The pool costs money. It doesn't cost anything to mess with your terrain. So all this was free. Roof doesn't cost anything. But everything else kind of costs everything. So we've got a little spot for him to jump off into the pool and a place to get out. Not that they need a ladder nowadays, but he's got that. And then let's go on inside here. He is currently working on some cross stitch. But here's his house here. So as you can see, it looks like he's sitting on his bed. I gave him a little couch. He currently doesn't have any money for a TV. Real basic in the kitchen. I like to give them a few options at first to see if they like it, which is the treadmill and cross stitch and knitting. He is automatically picked up the cross stitching. We'll see if he likes it or not. And apparently he's hungry, but he doesn't like to cook. So we'll see what happens there. And then his bathroom. We gave him a little bathroom here. So a lot of these things have a storybook or they're red appeal to them because those are the things he likes. I had to make sure to weed out anything contemporary. But otherwise, this is the start of his gig here. He only has $200 left. So he's got no computer to look for a part-time job, but he does have his phone. So we're going to get some part-time jobs, get some money going, get his logic up, which is why he's got his chessboard here. We need to get his wellness up. We need to work on gardening as well. We just don't have any money for that just yet. So those are the things we need to get up before we consider looking for scholarships and getting him into college. So stay tuned. Okay. All right, well, we've got the mail here, and we've got a few things going on. He applied for scholarships and applied for college throughout the week. But before we get to that, we've got him a desk here. He's got a little present, started collecting the dolls. I don't know what they're called, but anyway, otherwise not much has changed. He definitely likes logic, and he likes working out on the treadmill a lot. And we are focusing on gardening. At first, he was making money by doing odd jobs here on the phone and doing a lot of the ones that had to do over here, where you would go to Sulani and dig for whatever, trash, or go into the caves. And then we've got these other little plants up here that were actually part of the neighborhood we started harvesting, and that gave us some money. And as long as we keep the plants close to the home, they're sheltered, so they tend to produce all throughout the year. There's a couple of dead spots, which I can't explain, right here and right here. Nothing grows there. But otherwise, we've got some trees here. Brady was going swimming which was fine until it got to be winter and death came calling. So he actually had the scare of death. Couldn't sleep for like 3 days. That's over with now, luckily. So I have to watch him. We're really low on funds, but I plan on building a cover over this so it actually goes. It's more of an indoor pool, but for now, this is all the funds we have. So don't have that ability to yet. But let's open our packages. So we got this mysterious package. I have no idea what it is. Never received a mysterious package before that I can remember within Sims. We've definitely been accepted into the university. I don't know what. And then we've got our scholarship results letters. So first, let's open this mysterious package and see what it is. It is, well, I don't know why, but we got it. With trepidation, Brady opened the box from a supposed stranger as he was inside. He received 1 quintessential vanilla cupcake, 2 Choco Tummers Bomb cupcake, 1 Rabbit's Choice cupcake, 1 Minty Mocha cupcake. It can be found in the personal inventory. No, I can't come over right now, Nyan. I'm a little busy. All right, so there is that. Can't sell them. Can probably eat them, but they spoil in a day. All right, let's open our first scholarship letter. Brady did not get the Future Star Scholarship, which is fine, because I think that he only even was offered that because of the one book he wrote. All right, next, open. Okay, sweet. $500 for the scholarship education for all. I don't know why he got that, but it was out there for him to get it, and that's what he got. The one thing we did not go for was the sports scholarship, which he probably would have got, but that requires him to play soccer every single day after class, 6 days a week, actually. So every day after class and on Saturday. The problem with that is, being a mermaid, you have to hydrate, and when you work out, your hydration level goes down. So actually, and the fear of death and those things just don't work out. It probably would have killed him. So, all right, next letter. Oh, hey, we also got the New Crest resident. So that's $750. I think our school is paid for at this point. So that's cool. All right, it didn't register. Oh, yeah, here we go. One more. Sweet. The Great Outdoor. So basically, we're just under $1,000 in scholarships. Everything's paid for. So great. We don't have to pay for that. And now, final, last but not least, read. Yay. And we are looking for the distinguished degree in biology, and we got it. So great. Let's go ahead and enroll in college and get him going in the next phase of his life here. University. Enroll. Enroll. So the other things that happened while we were waiting to get into, nope, you can't go swimming. Gotta watch him. I don't know why. For some reason, the interactions with this computer don't happen unless I sit here at the chair first. I don't know why that is, but I deal with it. All right, enroll in university. Here we go. I was going to tell you about him becoming self-assured, active, and clumsy. So he's got his 6 traits now. The 3 that we did not give him. I'll tell you again, self-assured, active, and clumsy, which self-assured I think is new for us. But it doesn't matter because those technically don't count when we're referring to the traits. I only really count the 3 that we start with here in the beginning. Also, you may have noticed, that's the other thing I did there is we took out the pond, and I'll get to that here in a second. Let's do biology. We're doing 3 courses. We could do 4 because we got a full boat, but it's just too much. Just way too much. We're going to do it at home. And there we go. As you can see, total cost 0. It only cost us, what, 240 times 3, 24, 48, 72, 720, and we got 950. So we're perfect. That is great. All right. Full boat. Yay. All right, I've noticed, so we had the pond around here, and the pond is going to prevent us from having a basement. I could have made it work and given him little ponds here, but my whole purpose in giving him little ponds was because I thought they were mermaids and they could at least play in the water. But although they can play in the water, it does not count towards hydration over here at all. So we got rid of the ponds, which will allow us to build a basement. And so they can have their shared basement, which is what I wanted, which is my goal for each of the lots. Also, the other thing that happened while we were waiting for him to get ready for college is he ended up liking handiness, which I think is perfect for the first resident because he can fix all the things. He actually enjoys fixing things. So I think that works out great. Also, we unlocked the energetic lifestyle. So he's pretty energetic. He was already, and now he's even more energetic. He's still socially awkward. He's still chased by death, and he is still proper. All right. Off to college we go. 4 weeks in game at 3 courses per week. The goal is to, of course, get the with honors, degree with honors, or graduate with honors, and then move on to marine biology. So he'll continue gardening, and we want to get a dragon fruit here, which we're going to hopefully get from Hemford and Bagley when we run into Agnes Crumplebottom's shop over there. She doesn't always have them, but that's the goal. Because those are some pretty good money, dragon fruit. And if we keep it here, it'll be sheltered. It's something that we should be able to grow all year long and give us some extra money for us to build the cover for the pool, which will hopefully prevent Brady from dying. It's graduation day. Brady has graduated with honors from biology, and there's been some changes around the house here at the lot. Show you this, and then we'll go over just a couple of things before we get his job and complete his academic aspiration, and then we'll come back hopefully to a completed house before we move in lot number 2, or not lot number 2, excuse me, sim number 2 on to this lot number 3. Okay, So here's what we've done. This is considered indoors, but it doesn't look it. All of this is the, oh, I forget what it's called. Go over here, right over here. This stuff, the spandrels and columns and spandrels. So the system still thinks this is a wall. So that way Brady can go swimming in the wintertime and not freeze to death. So there is that. That is not finished. Here's all his plants. They're also under this area, which that way it's considered sheltered. And they can grow all year long. And that's been his sole source of income. Right now he's down at $10. So we've been spending quite a bit as we build his story home. Now I can't even remember what it's called. But anyways, you know what I mean. So here's what we have so far. House number 2 is going to go right here. And it's going to be a female. So I know that she is going to live right here. And she's going to have a rooftop bar over here because she's going to be a mixologist. So, and then housemate number 3 is going to be here. It's planning to be a boy. We'll see. And then they're going to have a part-time job as a diver. So, and these are all going to be mermaids living here. At this point, this is what we have going on for Brady. No point doing a walkthrough because this is definitely not finished. He's got some windows here for the most part. I think we're done with the windows. There's a few I want to finish out over here as well. But for the most part, his windows are in top level here, bedroom, office. This is going to be moved down into the shared basement. But just so you can see what's going on here, there is the top level. Main level has the grand entryway here. I kind of like the way it looks here, so I'll show you that. Definitely has a storybook feel to me. Main level, for now, yoga mats right in the middle, but it's going to also be moving downstairs here eventually once we have the money to get things going down there. Kitchen is small. Brady doesn't like to cook, so hopefully, in fact, I'm positive sim number 2 on this lot, we have to make her like cooking because she's going into the mixologist branch. So she'll be doing the cooking mostly once we are done with Brady's life. And then downstairs, we don't have anything going on really yet. It's blocked off, so nobody can get to it. We'll have his workout area down here. It'll be a shared area, so it'll be shared workout area. But there'll be different branches coming into this downstairs area. So this is what it looks like when all the walls are up. All right, let us get our job real quick. And we also got a box that I have never received before. So we're going to open it before I close out this little session. All right. Oh, somebody's here to visit us. She's here all the time, Melee. All right. We are looking to be a marine biologist. So let's just move on down. We can be we can be a botanist if you want. He really likes gardening. So, if he ever wanted to change careers, he could totally be a botanist. But we are, so conservationists, I think is what it starts out as. But because we have the relevant degree, we can just move right on to marine biologist. So this is going to be Tuesday through Saturday. $183 an hour. I can handle that. 8 a.m. until 3 p.m. Having a relevant university degree means the position will come with higher pay, easier promotions, more vacation days, and a signing bonus. Only one signing bonus can be awarded per sim every 7 days, regardless of career. Here we go. All right. Aspiration achieved. And here we go. we're going to go ahead and get started on that. So now we can choose another aspiration. I don't know. I'll do that offline and we'll figure something out. In the meantime, over here, he got this mysterious package. So let's save real quick. And then I'm going to open this mysterious package. I don't know if it's in relation to the Enchanted by Nature, which it totally might be because I just completed all the steps for the first week on that. But just in case, we are saving it. Open. Mysterious package. All right. We got the conservationist canoe. Well, I don't know why, but we got it. Oh, we got several things. Energized potion, gourmet fruit case, rainbow fish, rabbit's choice cupcake, and a minnow. Oh, I guess I made that maybe. I don't understand how that got there, but it's new. All right, it can be found in my inventory. And there it all is. Interesting. Okay, so there you have it. I guess a couple other changes since the last recording was that he is now single and loving it. He's close knit. His lifestyles have been added. We did get the Seldom Sleepy reward, excuse me. And then his mastery perks. He's gotten 3 of them now. So we have unlocked the mental aura. Applies to all these different things here. You can see it's truly a leader of thought. Brady can channel his experience into aura that helps nearby Sims build mental skills faster. Unlocks activate mental aura on self. So I haven't tried that. We'll try that maybe later. In the zone, skill building in Brady's jam, and he can enter moments of serious focus where he won't have to worry about motives. We were doing that while studying, so it worked out. And then space bender, so he can actually now, it's kind of like teleport. I'll show you that in that last episode as we maybe do a final tour of the house. What does Judy have to say? Yeah, we are totally ready. Always say yes, because then they give you a discount, basically. That's what she said. Very good. This was just a test. Make sure you're ready. Enjoy a discount on your next bill. Sweet. There you have it. We'll check back in at the end of his career and do a final walkthrough of Brady's house before we add sim number 2 to this lot. Well, Brady has made it to the last stage of marine biology, and I had it recorded, but unfortunately my audio didn't record. So we'll just go over a few things and then do the final walkthrough of his house before we end this episode and move on to episode 6. Even though Brady is a mermaid, he enjoys fishing. So, I don't know, it seems a little odd, but whatever. So here's some fish that he has in captivity that he seems to enjoy. So far, he has a salmon and a angelfish. This is the unfinished basement, which it will end up being a shared unit or shared area between all the lots or all the landmates, which there will end up being 3. So this is definitely unfinished. We're going to take a walk now through the main part of the house and go to his backyard real quick. And then we'll kind of do another little walkthrough or a walkthrough. And that way finish things out for him. And we'll go over some of his traits. Being socially awkward was one of his traits he was given in the beginning. And he just doesn't like to be in crowds. He gets a little tense around crowds. He ended up... All right, here's his backyard. This is his little backyard area. Again, the pool over here will be the shared area. He still has his gardening, which he just loves. So for now, We'll keep that. It's a nice extra, about $1,500 a day so far, which is a good supplement. As you can see, he's only got 15 grand, and we're about to move in a whole nother sim. So there's not quite enough to build a whole new house at all. He made it pretty quick to the top of his career in marine biology. He started at level 8, and then
Noosh, noosh.
he already had the fitness and the other thing he needed for the most part, which was logic. So it was not hard to get him to. He really likes his areas, you can see. It wasn't hard to get him to his final level. So therefore, we just don't have as much money as we have in the past for some of the other sims. So get that game turned off eventually. Here is his living room. Definitely keeping with the storybook theme and keeping it kind of castle-y looking. He likes red a lot, so all of these rooms make him very happy. He's got some little plants over here on the table. Before he had the aquarium, he was catching the fish. We've mounted them. I know it just seems weird as a mermaid, but it's The Sims. Okay, got his red plants here and just a few little different things that seem to make him happy, along with the fireplace. So we are going to go check out his upstairs as well. And then we'll take a look outside real quick and go from there. La 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 la. All right. We have some plants sticking out, I think, here I have to fix. Other than that, I think I am done with his place. The chess table might end up moving downstairs, depending on whether the landmates like it or not. Here is his office. He ended up getting one more doll here, so he's got 3 dolls. He's got his graduation picture here, his graduation certificate, and of course his entrepreneurial award. One of these candles here came from Santa Claus as one of the gifts that he had asked for, so we just matched it over here. It fits the storybook theme that he likes. Take a trip into his bathroom, and we'll pit stop in the bedroom while we do that. All right, bedroom, as you can see. I thought about lifting the ceilings so that there was room for the windows, but it just isn't going to work out. So it's not really something I notice as much unless I'm in the first person mode with him here. It kind of bugs me in this way, but for now, I'm just keeping that. He's got a little mirror tucked back in the corner he can look at himself with. And he's got his bed and all his little stuff here. I didn't think about it until after I placed it. But he needs the lotion here because he's a mermaid. And the book and the napkins or the Kleenex, it's just a regular book. There's nothing going on here. It's probably a sad book, which is why he needs the napkins. Wasn't something I thought about until after I placed it, but we're leaving that there. And then let him continue on into the bathroom where there's a tub he rarely sits in, but he has it. Case. And then the shower, he's in there more than the tub, which is surprising. Or he's obviously swimming in the pool. And that is his little area. His house is pretty much done now. And we are going to move in sim number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sim number 6 here on lot number 2. They're going to live here. And there will be a mixologist. Oh, somebody's here to visit us. I wonder who it is. Is it somebody we know? Let's go find out. In the meantime, we'll just take one last look through his house. There's a couple other things too. We did get another reward for him since he hates cooking so much. We went ahead and purchased the Hardly Hungry reward for him. And
Evenews a brop.
Ah,
he also really, he maxed out thanatology on his own. He just likes thanatology a lot. And of course, fishing, which we've talked about. And then the documentary. So I'll show that here with the
Wavu, Rustam
documentary.
Lumpima? Muchi Pichi?
Basically, you go off lot
Wixana
here
Zarspa.
and then
Usanet
come
Pandole.
back. And it's as if you had a
Fuma,
video
Samsa
recording or wrote a book.
Banji.
And then it ends up, you give it a title, and it ends up in your inventory, which then you can get rid of and sell. And you get daily stipulations for it. All of my videos are poor, and maybe it's because I don't have a video recording station, so my video level goes up. But so far, the two I've made are of poor quality. So there's that. Oh, and here he is doing his thanatology thing. Uh-huh. You're welcome. All right, the other thing is activate and deactivate the flower sale. That is something else that is a reward in the career. So that's here. There's not a whole lot to it. You basically are just emitting flower petals from your sailboat. And that's about it. So I have to say, overall, marine biology was kind of a I don't know how to say it. It wasn't that rewarding, and I was not that enthused with some of it. It was fun to do, and I liked being a mermaid. But I'm, glad to move on to mixology, and we'll see what happens there. The other things I guess I wanted to show you is he did develop. He was given socially awkward, proper, chased by death. He got clumsy, self-assured, and active, all on his own. And then, of course, Master of the Sea, that's a perk because friends with dolphin. He could already do that because he's a mermaid, but so now it's even faster. And he's a quick learner, but that was because of the knowledge aspiration, which we gave him at first. So now I'm giving him the angling ace feature. So, just for fun, since he likes to fish. So nothing else has much changed. He started to like all kinds of different characters. He doesn't dislike anybody specifically. And then some music, whatever. His color likes haven't changed. Sometimes some of the previous Sims have started to like different fashion or dislike different fashion. He's just keeping it polished. And there you go. If he ends up in his swim shorts, apparently they have a country style to him. It doesn't make him happy. He's so rarely in his swim shorts, though. I just kept it that way. And that is our Brady. So thanks for watching episode 5. Episode 6, we'll have landmate number 2 here on lot number 3 in Newcrest. And she will be a mermaid and a mixologist. That much I know. Nothing else do I know. Stay tuned and like and subscribe if you're interested in watching the town of Newcrest fill up with every single job that is available on Sims 4, along with every single trait that is currently available in Sims 4.